Kansas City breaks their franchise record and collects their 15th win during the regular season with one more game to go until the NFL playoffs. Will we see the team rest their starters next week against Denver? And who should the Chiefs start prepping for as the divisional round picture becomes more clear? We're going to discuss all things Chiefs and break it down right now. What is up, Chiefs Kingdom? Happy Friday. I'm Hayley Lewis, and this is Chiefs News Daily. The Chiefs are away from the facility today, taking some time to relax and recoup. They're not going to play again until January 5th on the road in Denver. So, in the meantime, we are going to look at the playoff picture. We're also going to hear from some experts from around the league. First, give us a like and subscribe right here on the KCSN YouTube channel, and let's get this one rolling. The Chiefs win on Christmas Day, breaking many records, including some for Netflix. The streaming service shared that NFL Christmas Game Day was a record-breaking day, reaching 65 million U.S. viewers, according to Nielsen. Now, with an average of more than 24 million people watching each game, so the Chiefs and Steelers and the Ravens and Texans, they are now the top two most streamed NFL games in U.S. history. Viewership also peaked during the #Beyonce Bowl with over 27 million viewers. So on one of the largest stages, Kansas City was able to win their third game in just 10 days. Peter Schrager now joins us to explain the significance.
I don't think the Chiefs were thrilled to have to play 3 games in 11 days. I honestly don't. I think they were giving that out a little bit in the media, but not too much as they started off this gauntlet. Well, they won all 3 games, and Mahomes got the injury in the first one, and then they had to play 2 games in 96 hours, and they dominated both of them. Let me say this about this Chiefs offense. Say what you want about the fireworks, the deep threats, and whether they're going to get there or not. They haven't had a turnover in 6 games. They're just the 3rd team in NFL history to not have a turnover in 6 games since 1960. Only one team, the 2010 Patriots, won another game. They went 7 games without a turnover. It's unheard of what they're doing. And then their defense has been absolutely electric. Yesterday was a perfect example to the rest of the league of like, when we have to, we can ramp it up. And without Chris Jones on the field, their defense absolutely swallowed Russell Wilson to the tune of 5 sacks, and they got the turnovers that they needed. Kyle, you mentioned Trent McDuffie. Last week I put a tweet out saying he's, in my humble opinion, the best defensive back in football. And I think Pat Surtain's army came out in mass, and everyone from James Palmer to every Broncos fan account you can imagine called me every name you could imagine. I like what McDuffie does. He causes turnovers, and this defense is suddenly feasting. They have had 10 takeaways in the last 3 games. 10 takeaways in 11 days. And these are the guys that you don't necessarily know. The Josh Williams types, the Hicks types. And yeah, they've got some bite to them. You see some taunting penalties that they get, and they don't mind those. This was without Chris Jones in the lineup. He had a calf injury. The defense had 5 sacks, and now they lead the league in points allowed, just 18 points per game, and they've only given up 36 points in the last 3 games. This defense gives me a lot of nightmares if I am an AFC team heading into the playoffs.
So the defense is cooking, and so is the offense at the right time. Sports Illustrated writes that the Chiefs' passing attack is all the way back. After weeks of hearing that the Chiefs don't have enough weapons, Patrick Mahomes picked apart one of the best defenses in the league in a hostile road environment during the final game of a grueling 3-game stretch in just 11 days. And if that's not impressive enough, Mahomes, who went 29-38 for 320 yards and 3 touchdowns, delivered his best game of the season with a right ankle that is probably not even close to 100%. But who the heck knows, because the star quarterback is once again saving his best performances for when it matters the most. Kansas City's offense has found another gear since Marquise Hollywood Brown returned to the field against the Houston Texans. Hollywood spoke with the reporters in the locker room post-game on what it was like to be back with his team.
Felt good. Just taking it all in. Being out here with everyone just felt great.
The first hit you took, was there any trepidation? You feel confident out there with everything?
Oh yeah, I mean, I've been working hard, so I wouldn't come into the game if I wasn't ready. Yeah, I knew I had a limited role this week, just trying to get me in, working in the offense. So felt good to get a few catches and make some plays. I was working really hard, literally every single day. Shout out to the training staff here and my guys that I work with outside the building. It was a non-stop work, but ultimately, I left it in God's hands, and I knew that I'll be back. I was disappointed, but when they gave me a little glimmer of a chance that I could be back for playoffs, that's all I needed. From that point on, I just went to work, and here I am now.
His presence has taken attention away from rookie Xavier Worthy, who has combined 15 catches for 144 yards and 2 touchdowns in those 2 games. The receiving core of Brown, Worthy, Hopkins, and Juju Smith-Schuster seems to be more than enough for Kansas City to capture a 3rd consecutive Super Bowl. And the Chiefs even received a surprise contribution from wide receiver Justin Watson, who against the Steelers had a 49-yard catch on the team's 2nd drive that also ended with an 11-yard touchdown. A dime in the back of the end zone from Mahomes himself in the 1st quarter. But star tight end Travis Kelce, with his 8 catches for 84 yards and 1 touchdown, was Mahomes' leading receiver on Christmas Day. He also made history, as we all know, by surpassing 1,000 career receptions and setting a new franchise record with 77 career receiving touchdowns. More importantly, he still has plenty to offer in his 12th NFL season. Suddenly, the Chiefs have a plethora of pass catchers. Don't forget about tight end Noah Gray as well. And there could be no stopping them in the postseason with the way that Mahomes has played the past 4 days. All right, take a look at this tweet. This is our buddy Aaron Schatz. He's been on the show before. He gives you a visual representation of the Chiefs' DVOA week to week, along with a rolling average. Now, he points out the last 4 games where Kansas City's DVOA has skyrocketed. All right, with their win over the Steelers, the Chiefs have also locked up the AFC 1 seed and a playoff bye week. Although the narrative all season long was this team ain't good enough, Kansas City finds themselves right on track playing their best ball at the right time. Peter Schrager joins us again to explain to fans why you can't hate the Chiefs.
But if you want joy, you need to look at the game celebration that they had, because I'll tell you what, you could get fatigued with the Chiefs, you can get over the Kelce brothers, you could be done with Mahomes and Brittany, but I don't care who you are, you have to enjoy this scene in the locker room afterwards. Take it away, Santa Reed.
First of all, a lot to be thankful for today, right? Number one is Christmas. Secondly, we've got the number 1 seed the whole way. All those games are going to be at Arrowhead. And third, congratulations to everybody. We're going to give Santa Claus a game ball here in a minute. Club record, 15 victories in a season. Never been done.
So who's the guy in the green? If you want to know, the guy in the green is Chris Schrager, a longtime equipment manager who's been with the team since the Schottenheimer era, guys. That's the Chiefs. That's the Chiefs.
I love that guy.
It's family owned, it's family run, and you saw the way that this place just absolutely exploded when Schrapp came out of that thing. It's easy to hate on what's good, but gosh, they are so good, and it's a lot more fun to enjoy and savor it. Chiefs, congratulations, the 1 seed. Go enjoy a cigar and a couple of weeks off.
All right, the Chiefs have a tough path ahead of them. Chase Daniel, former NFL quarterback, shares what he thinks will power Kansas City through this next stretch.
Yeah, I call him their secret weapon. I'm like, how is he a secret weapon? Well, he just hasn't been playing really well as of late.
Funny.
I mean, he had 11 targets this past game, so he's starting to heat up. He's going to have 23 days, 24 days before they host a divisional round game, either January 18th or January 19th. He's going to get healthy, but this was just a good reminder, man, that Travis Kelce can still do it all. He's catching these shallow crosses. He's doing stuff on his touchdown that he shouldn't be doing. He's just finding open zones. More importantly, I saw him block better on Christmas Day than I've seen him block any other game. Like he's sealing edges as a safety blitz. He's pulling around on a goal line package. Like you just don't expect the old, Taylor Swift's boyfriend, who's a celebrity in his own right, to be like getting dirty and dirty work, and he's doing it. And then all the way, like having Hollywood Brown back, Xavier Worthy take the tops off outside, having DeAndre Hopkins win these one-on-one balls, someone go to work in the middle. He's getting way less defenses around him, and he's actually playing a lot better. This is really good news for Chiefs fans. Everyone remembers that sort of run that the Chiefs went on with him in the playoffs. 32 catches, 3 receiving touchdowns, and like 355 yards receiving in 4 games. this is what they're going to need to win playoff games. He sure looks like he's back to his old self.
All right, what do you think? Share your thoughts with us in the comments below. Also, make sure you join us on that LLC, our Loyal Listeners Club. It is free to sign up. It connects you with myself, other fans as well. I am on there daily, starting all the little conversations, bringing you guys updates. Plus, you get exclusive access to rewards and special opportunities from the Kansas City Sports Network. The link to sign up is in the description below, so make sure you check it out. All right, folks, that does it for another episode of Chiefs News Daily. We will not be back tomorrow because it is the weekend. So hopefully you enjoy your weekend break as well. We'll see you right back here on Monday. In the meantime, like and subscribe right here on the KCSN YouTube channel. Have a great rest of your Friday.